Hey guys, so yeah, the work never stops. I am doing my practicing for my general operator's certificate for this part of my training for school. I already have my limited operator certificate, which is fine for yachts, but yeah, I'm also being trained for bigger boats, and Kim is very busy editing videos, and this is what our Sundays look like nowadays, but yeah, it's fine. But it is a bit busy, but hopefully we can, well, only 3 more months, 2.5 months, and then we'll be back in France with the boat. It's gonna be much better. So we're taking a little bit of a walk from the studying and the editing. It is still Sunday after all. It is super cold here.
Yes,
Holy
it is
crap.
very cold. The wind is icy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
so but we are testing the microphone,
Yep.
and hopefully we won't get as much wind noise as we sometimes have in our videos,
Yeah.
which was the whole goal of this video.
Mm-hmm.
And of course some nice picture quality. That would also be very nice.
Yes. Yes.
So,
But it's nice. It's a very nice camera. Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool. It's a Sony ZV-1. It's specifically for vlogging, which apparently we are now. So,
We do.
oh yeah, that's a real
there's-
windy. That's a good test. This is a really good test.
Yes.
This is the
This is,
typical.
oh, this is so cold.
Oh, we can't go in there.
No, we have to go straight.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's gray and cold. It's typical Dutch.
Yep. 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 Yep.
No snow, but all the other downsides. So it's real nice. So I'm on my way to Amsterdam because we are gonna clean out our locker a bit more, and as you can see there is a lot of snow. Yeah, luckily there's some snow this year, but it came very late. But yeah, I really like the snow. It's very pretty and it's real winter, not this gray crap with just rain all the time. Now there's some real snow. So I'm gonna go on my way to support Kim and to help her get rid of some stuff. I think her mom is also there. So let's go. Hello.
Oh, so much stuff.
So yeah, we're gonna try and sort all this stuff out. We're already in the process of it. Look, so this is the storage unit. So we're back. I had to cut the video short. People were walking in. It was a bit awkward. Well, we managed to get rid of a lot of stuff again. I made 2 trips to the Salvation Army. So we donated a lot of clothes and some computer paraphernalia and books and, well, all sorts of stuff we're not going to use anytime soon. And we are glad to get rid of the weight. Even though you don't carry it around, you know you have it, and a lot of stuff means a lot of stress, to be honest. So we are just really happy that we got rid of it. Yeah, right now I'm back studying. So as you can see, it's in Dutch, but this is my general operator certificate. So in the future, I will be able to control anything aboard a SOLAS ship. So a SOLAS approved ship. SOLAS approved ship. So that means MF, HF, Iridium, Inmarsat Fleet, Inmarsat C, and of course the VHF and all that stuff. So yeah, it's just an extra to the training, but if I want to become an officer, you need it. I'm in Holland now, and actually the school where I do it offers it quite cheap. So yeah, it's a good time to do it. It is of course on top of my extra study material, and yeah, I noticed I was doing too much at the same time, and I did some navigation homework as well, and I was making very silly mistakes that I normally I would never make them, but my mind is, I guess, just too preoccupied with all sorts of stuff. So in Thursday, it's now Tuesday. Thursday I have my exam, and then hopefully you're done. It's for life, so yeah, it's a one-time deal. Whew, I passed my general operator certificate exam, or Marcom A as it's known in the Netherlands. Yeah, it was quite a tricky exam. Well, actually 2 exams. One is standard communication phrases, so nautical English, and the other one is just about the technique, about how you speak, which frequencies you use, but not only for VHF, but for MF, HF, so the long distance radios, Inmarsat Fleet, Iridium, EPIRB, SART, AIS SART, radar, all sorts of stuff, but I passed, and today is also the day we're gonna get our figures back for the first semester numbers. So in December I had my first exams from Nautical College, so it was six exams, and yeah, that was in December, and today is January 18th, and I am waiting till 4 o'clock till it comes. So this day is
is a little bit exciting. It's a little bit stressful, but it is a really, really fun feeling, I have to say. I really hope I passed all the exams. I had a good feeling when I did them, but yeah, as time moves on, you're gonna start doubting yourself, and so yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I think today I'm just gonna take it easy. I got my laptop here, and yeah, that's about it. I'll make another video when I get my numbers, because whew, I'm so excited. Woo, guys, I just got my grades back, and it is way better than I expected. Let me see. This is my exam number. So for marine engineering, so this is diesel engines and thrust bearings and rudder installation, pumps, valves, you name it. I got a 9. Then we got marine law, so that's all the laws and MARPOL and SOLAS and how Dutch law is incorporated into it, and what the captain's responsibilities are, basically everything. And yeah, it goes pretty deep, and I have my doubts about that one. Also a 9, so that's good. Then we go up to instruments, and so this is yeah, big boat instruments. So also advanced radar, ECDIS, but also a towing log and various kinds of logs, like the Doppler log. I didn't know that existed. Look it up. It's a very cool log. It's very expensive, but I wish I had one of those. Also a 9. And then we go on to meteorology. So this was pretty basic meteorology. I did learn a lot about France and how systems work on the northern hemisphere and how we can spot a depression. And but this was the thinnest book. If you do the advanced one next year, then it's the thickest book, because you learn about oceanography and all that stuff. But not this year. It still was quite a good exam with several little details you had to know, or else you would not succeed. So that was nice. And my figure, or my grade, was a 9. And then we go to stability. This was the one I struggled with the most. And this was so we do stability calculations, and if we move weights on top of a deck, or we move them down, or we have a free surface moment in half filled water tanks and stuff like this, like on a yacht, you'll feel it, but it won't be that bad. But on big commercial sailing ships, like tall ships, like say for instance Bark Europa, well, you're talking about tons and tons and tons of water. So it is actually very important that you know how to make these calculations. And unfortunately the teacher, I'm sure he's a brilliant man, but teaching is just not for him. So everybody was struggling with that a lot, and I did a lot of my own studies. I got extra books and stuff like this. And in the end, I got a 9 as well for that one. And then last but not least is Colregs. So that's rules of the road, and these are this was the strictest of them all. So there was no open interpretation, or we can see it a little bit like this or like that. No, it's either right or it's wrong, and I got an 8. Yeah, I'm really pleased about these numbers. I didn't expect it, but I did work very, very hard on it. So yeah, it's a good day. I got my general operator certificate. I got my first semester, all with passing grades and good grades in that. And now we're going to go to the second semester, and I'll tell you something about the classes a little bit. So first off, we have navigation. This is the only class that spreads over 2 semesters, because it is such a vital class. It's coastal navigation, and it is much harder than ocean navigation. And the teacher, she is absolutely incredible, but she is also very strict. There is no margin for error, because with coastal navigation there is none. So that's the first class, and that's going to be the hardest one. But luckily I already have some experience, as you may know, with coastal navigation. Then we have the thinnest book, and that's inland waterway rules. It's like Colregs, but for the inner waterways of Holland. We only get 3 classes in that, and I already have my Dutch Vaarbewijs, which is the same exam. So I'm not too worried about that, but I will study it for a bit, but I won't spend as much time on it as the navigation. Then we have maneuvering. So how do you maneuver a big ship, and what are the properties of different props and double props, and are they spinning inward and outward, and how do we do this on the current, and etc, etc. It's very interesting because well, docking is probably the hardest part about this, about your day-to-day stuff. And yeah, I'm keen to learn more about how to dock a big old ship. Then we get sailing theory. So if you already know how to sail, this is pretty doable. But they do want it, of course, not for a little sloop of 9 meters. No. We're talking about 3-masted schooners and stuff like this, and which sails go up first and which sails go down last, and when and where. And so it is quite interesting. But the first few lessons, if you already know how to sail, then it shouldn't be an issue. And then we have the tricky one: medical first aid at sea, and it is. It is a big book, and yeah, we already had somebody look at it who is actually a doctor, and she said, wow, that is quite intense for somebody that has no medical background. But of course, at sea, as a officer, you cannot call an ambulance. You need to fix that stuff yourself. So it is very good that they do this, and they go quite deep into it, theoretically speaking. And of course, there will also be some practice days, so where we learn how to stitch and stuff like this. So that's super interesting. Then we have standard marine communication phrases. Already did that with Markham today, and I got 100% on that, so not too worried about it. But I will study it, of course, to see where the lines go. And then we have, last but not least, is shipbuilding, and we use this book. And we learn all about ships. None of them are composite, none of them are carbon fiber, none of them are wood. They are all steel, big ass boats. And we need to know how they're built, how they function, where the calculations are, what is a block coefficient, stuff like this. Super interesting, and yeah, it will require a bit of study. But that's about it. And in March we have the next exams, and well, today was a bit of a stressful day, so I'm going to take the rest of the day off. But next week I'm going to go back to studying full time. So we're taking a bit of a walk today,
Yeah.
and it's a Saturday. We had a busy week. We're both really tired, but decided to get out because there's some sun. There's not a lot of it these days, so
Nope. A lot of rain and snow and
yeah.
cold, wet weather here in Holland.
Yeah. So it's good to be out, and after that we can go back to drinking sodas on the couch.
Yes. My dad.
Oh yeah.
No.
Go ahead.
My dad just went on like a scooter run, and he came back with a big bag of groceries, and we were like, "What did you get?" Like 3 kinds of chippies and some nuts. Just a bag full of snacks. And my mom went to work, and she also went to the store. And she also got some chippies and snacks, so I think that's what we're doing later when we're back.
Probably.
Let's go up the hill.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's been good, but it's been really busy. So
Yes, very busy.
it's good to have a day off.
Yes.
Tomorrow we're gonna buy a new outboard.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if it works. And yeah. I'm gonna keep on scraping the panels, and I'm gonna start building the bowsprit soon.
Yeah.
But first the panels, because it's too cold for epoxy right now. So
Yeah, it's very cold.
yeah,
The sun is out, but it's still very cold.
yeah. So you have winter epoxy, but around 10 degrees it's still very thick, and I don't have a way of heating it up a little bit, so it becomes really hard to work with. So I'd rather just prepare everything, do all the other jobs, and then when it's 15 degrees or something, should be around March,
Yeah.
then we can start
Hopefully
laminating. Hopefully sooner, maybe not, you never know. So that's about it.
Let's go this way.
Oh, it's pretty here, man.
It's nice, right?
Oh, look at this.
This part of the forest is
Yeah.
so nice. I used to come here as a child, like every week, I think. I love it here. Yeah. Let's go this way.
Yeah. So we're just gonna keep on strolling. Maybe we run into some coffee or something else. And if not, we'll just have a little stroll today.
Yeah.
That's about it. Welcome back to the world's messiest shed. I've scraped all the panels. I've sanded them all. So I'll show you. So these are a few of the panels. We have more of them. But this is all I can fit at the table right now. I'll see if I can create some more space later. But the job now is to degrease them all and then apply the first layer of varnish. So I'm gonna try that now. I'm first gonna try a cheap brush because cleaning the brushes has never worked out for me really well. So I always tend to use new brushes. I know it's a waste, but maybe someone has a really good tip on cleaning brushes from varnish. I don't know, but first let's degrease. So I'm gonna mix up some varnish. So first of all, some varnish in the cup. You really don't need that much because it spreads out super thin. It's probably already too much. Okay, the varnish is on and it's already looking a lot better, but I am getting dust. So either I'm gonna have to clean this entire shed, which is gonna be impossible, or find a room where somebody will let me varnish. Yeah, because I guess it's just too dusty here to get to make it pretty. That's a pain in the ass. Yeah, well, at least it is becoming nice and smooth, but yeah, the dust. You see all the little particles? Yeah. I'll have a think. So guys, this is the last week before the last exams, and it has been a very rough semester. So right now I am practicing my tight calculations, and it's the old-fashioned way with the graph, and you have to put in the range and then find when a certain tidal height is reached. So yeah, it is quite interesting, and of course we've been using Navionics and stuff like that for years, so I have to relearn this a little bit. But it is good to do, but yeah, this semester was really tough. I haven't filmed much. I didn't get around to building the bowsprit yet because I was just too busy, and it's also a bit cold for epoxy right now. But hopefully soon I can make more interesting videos. We just, yeah, we didn't even film yet. We did a bit of product development. So what this is, I will explain shortly. My brother designed it, and it is to hold a stern light and a GPS antenna. But how it works, I'll tell you later. We 3D printed it, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. Update from my side. I have 6 days left till the exams, and then we're gonna take a little break for a week because it's been a lot. It's really been a lot. But if I pass, I will have STCW Basic Safety. I will have STCW Medical Care, Medical First Aid. I will have the theoretical part for Officer of the Watch, and I will have my General Operator Certificate. That one I already have. So that means that in under 6 months I've done a full training where some other schools take 3 years to complete. And it's all STCW standards, so it's much higher than the RYA standard. After this I will be having to go to sea, so with a ship that qualifies. Base does not qualify because it's not used in a professional capacity. So that's it. So after this, yeah, I'm gonna have to do 6 months of sea time, and I'm gonna look for a ship that is running in the winter time. So for us, that would be something to the Caribbean, something like that. So if you know anyone, drop a link in the comments. I need a ship that's roughly 500 gross tons. Can be bigger, can be a bit smaller, but should carry 12 passengers or be used in a professional capacity. Yeah, that's about it. For now, we're just gonna keep studying. I have all these little things I have to remember on the wall, and it's just a bit of a mess, and it's just a glorious study time. So I'll talk to you next time.